Did you guys know that ChatGPT actually passed the medical board exams? Not just step one, step two, and step three, which is the hardest one out of all of them. Is AI going to replace doctors? Like, am I cooked? What's going on? But in today's video, I'm going to talk about how AI is actually the opposite of that. It's actually going to benefit future physicians, and it's benefiting me right now as a medical student. And if you want the insight and the know-how that you can apply to, actually, stick around and we'll find out together. Let's get it, y'all.
Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. I hope you're having a great day. Or should I say, day-o. And that reminds me,
Dude,
I have
what?
a new thing featuring my future
Dude, Alexa, good morning.
Okay.
Bro, I don't need all that right now. What is up, my beautiful people? It is September 18th, Wednesday. As you guys can tell, I'm dressed in my white coat because I have my my clinical skills today. So today's schedule, I gonna go to school, do some lectures, study, do my clinical skills, and then after that, I actually have my first volleyball game of the season. Knock on wood. It's the only wood I have. Knock on wood that I don't injure myself, because I injure myself every time I play volleyball. It's like so bad. So as most of you guys probably already know, AI has been on the rise. There's been a lot of like talk about it, especially within the medicine realm. So like, for example, like one of the things is AI going to replace jobs, including, you know, nurses, doctors, and stuff like that in the future. So speaking on my opinions right now about doctors, hell no. I don't think AI is gonna replace them, just because like now that I'm actually here, like I would say 50% is like academics, and then 50% is like experience, personal skills, and like just being able to like be aware of your population. So I've also seen so many memes online about doctors that graduate med school using AI. I feel like there's this fear from the general public of a doctor not knowing something off the top of his or her noggin. So they have to go like, and then like look it up real quick. So let me just clarify that really quick. First of all, I guarantee you, if not all, most doctors do that. They'll pull up the patient information, look into it, look into the drugs, look into potential ways to treat this patient before they come in, so they kind of have like a fresh like summary in their head. They go in, they talk to the patient, right? Sometimes if they don't really know for sure, I honestly respect doctors that would be like, hey, you know what, like I don't know, right? Like I'm gonna have to like look into this, and I'm gonna have to really think this through, because this is not a simple case. Like I can't just boom like that. Last but not least, another reason why I wanted to make this video is really interesting how far AI has come. I don't think AI would have been used to this extent in med school if it were like last year. I genuinely think my year is the first year of med students that can utilize AI to a very like big extent. So that's kind of why I want to talk to you guys about how I personally find AI to be such an amazing tool in academia, whether you're going to be in med school or whatever, you know, grad school, undergrad, high school even, right? And I'm not just going to toss out like tools out there. I'm going to show you exactly how I use it in my day-to-day life. And yeah, hopefully that'll be interesting. I'm going to head over to school. As you can probably tell, it's kind of late. I slept in, straight up slacking. But let's get this day started.
All right, guys, so here's a quick interjection. I was recording my video and I didn't realize how loud the AC was, and you literally can't hear my voice. So I'm going to just do a dub over and let's just see how it goes. So here I'm yapping about pretty much how I just finished my embryology lecture, and I'm talking about how you guys have probably all heard of ChatGPT before, but I'm going to kind of show you guys here how I use ChatGPT specifically for bettering my understanding for lectures. So a lot of people don't know there's actually an app for ChatGPT, and you can use it on MacBooks. Rest assured, the rest of the tools are all for Windows as well, but for this one, it's only Mac. And the great thing is you can use Option Spacebar, and as you see here, it brings it up just like that as a small icon. And it's just so amazing. And there's 3 reasons why I love using it. First is I can ask clarifying questions during lectures. 2, I can bite-size dense material, and I can also connect different lectures. So here I'm going to show you guys how I can ask clarifying questions. So during the lecture, I had a question about what the hell are neural crest cells, and what is it used for during embryo development, especially regarding pharyngeal arches, because the lecture itself kind of talks about it, but didn't really clarify. Okay, that's the dog. Clarifying questions. So I'm asking Chat, hey, are neural crest cells part of the pharyngeal arches of the embryo? And boom, Chat tells me yes. And then I'll just stop it right there because that's all I needed. So yeah, that's one way I use it. And it's just very convenient. Second way I do it is sometimes the lecture material can be really dense at times, and especially I'm doing micro right now, which is all the bacteria, viruses, parasites, fungi, drugs, right? And so what I'm doing here is before I watch my lecture, I'm going to ask ChatGPT to kind of summarize for me the information before I watch the lecture. So in this example here, I'm going to be talking about what do I need to know about S. aureus, in other words, Staphylococcus aureus bacteria for step 1, and then I kind of emphasize like, hey, make it like bite size for me, make it only high yield, make it short, make it bullet format, and boom, it gives me a bunch of good information. I'll read that, super helpful, and then I go into the lecture with kind of somewhat of a background knowledge instead of it just all throwing it up on me at once, and I'm just like overwhelmed by the information. Last but not least, so med school, there's a lot of different lectures, but at the end of the day, they all relate to taking care of a patient, right? And a lot of times, different lectures have different connections, and it helps me remember things. And usually, this takes me like 1 to 2 hours because I have to like go through both slides. I gotta make sure, see what connects here, remember, oh, this is here. I think I remember hearing it from this lecture, but yeah. But chat kind of gives me a good baseline to start to, figure out where the connections may be, and it saves me so much time. So here you can see me saying, hey, how do neural crest cells and mesoderm work together in type faster embryogenesis, right? And this might have taken me 1 to 2 hours to do, but it gave me a really good head start, and I was able to condense my notes and make those connections way faster. So the number one reason why I want to share not just ChatGPT, but the fact that there's an app for it is the convenience. It's so unreal, guys. Like, you can just click Option Spacebar and just boom, it's right there. And the other thing is that if you're like moving around on your desktop, like to different places, like if you're, switching your desktop, when you're on lecture, or maybe you're looking something up, right? It follows you. So like, it's just kind of like a personal helper on your desktop, and it's just so nice. And I've got so many of my friends on it, and they're getting their friends on it, and it's just so good. I highly recommend, no matter what skill level you are, to just try this out. That's David, guys.
asking him if he had also used any AI tools before in the past as well. And he was mentioning how he was learning about some like lymph node problems, and it was caused by bacteria. And the lecture and the books don't explain like why that happens. So he will ask Chat to like dumb it down for him. It's just nice, you know. Sometimes you just need it to be, you know, it just needs to be simplified, and then after you learn the simple version, you can kind of go into a more advanced version. Hi, this is Ganling, and then we got Joey over here. So we were just talking about bacteria as we eat food, because that's all we can think about nowadays. But yeah, do you guys use any AI tools at all when you study?
No.
Yeah? No, you don't? What do you use?
ChatGPT.
For like what case though? Like how do you use it?
It's very informative. Like you just type something in and it tells you everything about that one structure or whatever that you need to know. Very helpful.
Yeah. And then you don't?
No, but I know some people are putting their files into ChatGPT and have it spit out questions for them.
Oh, yeah, I think I've heard of that too. Yeah. But yeah, they both have anatomy soon, and then I had that yesterday, so good luck to you guys. All right, so here we have Sam here. Love the fit. Oh, you have CSK today too, right?
I do.
Ah, okay.
That's why I'm dressed all fancy.
Yeah. All right, so this vlog is about AI. Do you use any like AI tools to help you study at all?
Totally.
Okay. You want to kind of just what it is and then how you use it?
I usually use it as a smart person in the room. I don't remember.
Dude, that's like the best. Honestly, that's like the best way to put it.
Yeah.
That was the best way to put
Just a
it.
nerdy friend that lives in my computer and answers all my questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I had a brain fart yesterday, day before yesterday. Gram positive. It's like, how do they take up the gram stain? And I just had AI. It has a tutor feature. ChatGPT has like a tutoring feature.
Oh, what? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's like, you're almost there. What do you think about this? And I'm like, oh, you're right. Like, tutoring someone is not just giving them the answers, it's enticing them to remember it.
I'm going to study real quick. Gotta do some bacteria memorization. And then I'm gonna head over to clinical skills. Today we're gonna be doing draping. So draping is kind of like just making sure like you're keeping your patient's dignity when you're doing some like invasive type like things you have to do. So for example, like today we have to find the femoral pulse. So what that is it's your pulse like in your groin area, right? So we have to make sure to drape, proper etiquette. And I know that sounds so like, dude, of course, like why would you like boom, like you know what I mean? Like you gotta be more careful, you know, you gotta be respectful, of course. But it's not because we're like not. It's because there's so much on our minds when we go in to see patients. It like might accidentally slip our minds, right? I'm gonna study. See you in a bit. So I'm about to head over to my clinical skills, but on the way before I go, look what I found. Look at these. They're so nice. You know, because I use whiteboards so often now when I study, when I see a good pair of markers like that just laying there, like, those are pristine markers. Alright, so I just finished my clinical skills to write an HPI, which is essentially just like the history of the patient. It's really funny because all the compliments I get usually when I'm doing my patient interaction is, oh, you're so empathetic, you know, whatever. And then today, for the first time, my criticism was I wasn't empathetic enough. And I thought about it, and I think it's because I came in really like I've gone into a groove where I know what I'm doing now, so I just kind of went through it. And I realized before, because I was so much more iffy and like I needed more time to think about what to say or what to do, in that time I was just showing empathy to fill in that space. You know what I mean? But now that I have everything down,
I'm not taking the time to show that empathy in between. So now I gotta kind of go back and recombine that back into my the way I do things. So, but yeah, I'm going to my car to get my gym clothes because I gotta go to the volleyball game soon. And yeah, I'll see you at the volleyball game. Alright, so I'm back from volleyball, and I'm going to talk about the last AI tool that I like to use. Honestly, this is probably one of the best ones, and it's free. So it's called Arc Browser. So it's pretty much the browser that I use. As you can see, like if you move to the side here, it has all my like tabs like organized in different ways. So that's really good. A really good key selling point for this is if I press Command like apostrophe or quotes, whatever, it'll pull up a new one. So let's say I just want to type in Google, and I can just keep doing that. So it's really nice, and then I can just get rid of it like that. So that's really good. For AI purposes, so let's say like I'm typing in research paper on gram-negative bacteria, right? So a cool AI feature is that if you hover over, let's say like a link that you want to know, it'll automatically summarize it like this for you to read. And that works for all the links. You can also click on, let's go into this, right? Let's say I Command F, and usually this is how you like look for words, right? So if I look up gram, right? But also it uses it as an AI taskbar. So what I can do is I can say, can you summarize this paper for me, right? So boom, right there. And there's also this find on page function, so I'll tell you exactly where it got it from. Awesome, right? And last but not least, so let's go back to YouTube. Let's go to my channel, and let's open up this video. So let's say you're watching a lecture and you swipe away like this, boom, it has the browser, like your video tab here, so you can multitask as you're doing it. Love Arc Browser. As always, download links are going to be in the description down below. So yeah, I really haven't done much studying today. I kind of pushed a lot of my studying Monday, Tuesday, so I could kind of rest, play volleyball, film this vlog and stuff like that. And but I'm gonna do some late night studying, grab some food, and then I'll meet you guys back at home. Peace.
If you made it this far to the video, just want to thank you guys for sticking to the end. Usually I do a little spiel about whatever the topic is at the end, but you know, today's been a pretty hefty video, so I think I'm just going to do a quick life update. So my exams from last time, so long story short, I did pass both my exams, so thank you all for the people who were wishing me good luck on my exam. I got some interest about showing how I study anatomy. I thought about it, I really did, and I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm just gonna continue to just share different things that I think about and how I study more than just a specific topic. And the reason why is because like after that exam, like I'm studying anatomy right now, and the way I'm studying is completely different from the way I was studying last time, because right now I'm studying the face muscle and nerves, the eyes, the brain, right? It's very different from how I studied back and arm muscles. And last but not least, this is the last time you'll be seeing me in this room, and that's because I'm actually moving to a different apartment. So by the time I post my next video, I will be in my new apartment. Maybe I'll do a quick room tour about my new space, but essentially though I'm moving to an apartment closer to school. So That's kind of sad actually, because I realize now that a part of my vlog routine is to film myself driving to school, and I won't have that anymore. It's okay. It's just to end the video. Please like and subscribe if you want to support my channel, and comment anything. I'm going to try to respond to them in the best way that I can. I love reading them all the time. And last but not least, thank you just for all the love and support that you guys share on my videos. Every single one of you who watch, whether you're subscribed or not, like, thank you for being here and being part of my journey, you know? So yeah, I guess until next time, bye.